Madam Speaker, before I ask my substantive question to Her Honor, the Vice President through you, I would just want to caution about tampering with wetlands. Tampering with wetlands without taking into consideration the Ramsar Convention dictates might worsen the situation which we may want to be addressing. So I just want to take caution coming from the Conservation Caucus that the Ramsar Convention are very explicit on tampering with wetlands. Madam Speaker, I've come with a lot of reference materials today because there's a tendency of saying, can you lay it on the table? Do you have proof? And I'm now moving with a bag full of materials, books, and all sorts of stuff, so that whoever requests for that information, I'll be laying down on the table. Madam,
the Honorable Member for Kawambwa, please ask your question. Her Honor is waiting to respond.
Thank you very much.
Just ask your question.
Your Honor, the Vice President, when is this government going to come to terms with reality on the ground? When is this government going to come to terms with reality on the ground? I speak because if you go through publications, if you go through social media, if you go listen to radio stations, people are saying the same things. But according to what we have here, it looks like the executive are living in a different country and not the real Zambia where we are. Dr. Kobler, a Swiss psychiatrist, and I quote her, she says, when people are dying, in her book, Death and Dying, there are certain stages which people go through, which are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. When are you going to accept that things are not the way you used to be? When are people going to come to terms that the mirage, the dream, the 50-kwacha minimum that you believed?
Wind up your question? You are debating now.
Madam Speaker, I have
what is the question, Honorable Member?
I have this particular publication where the main question is coming from, where the Honor, the Vice President said...
Please stop the watch. I think when we are asking questions to our Honor, the Vice President, it's not necessary to come with all those materials. The question should be straightforward. I'm sure you've already prepared your question in your mind. So please just ask our Honor, the Vice President, what the question is. You don't have to debate. It's not time to debate. It's time to ask our Honor, the Vice President, questions. If you don't have a question, Honorable Member, say so that we give the last member. What is your question?
When is the UPND government going to terms with the reality that the mirage which they chased and asked a lot of people to follow is still a mirage, and they should come to terms with the reality on the ground that 2026 UPND KUYA BEBELE, they are packing their bags. Zambians are fed up.